cheer this miserable git up. Well, the Halloween is coming live stream ended abruptly. My internet connection um, failed, and I couldn't be bothered for it to reconnect, so I ended the stream abruptly. I was having a nice chat with John, who came in. Welcome to Cheer Me Up. I'm running out of video titles, but I have been fairly miserable, even more so than usual, which, yeah. I was going to call this a single stream or the singles club. I thought I'd go with Cheer Me Up. Nice and simple. There was one person that came in, but that one person's away already. The fleece sky strikes back once again. I'll stay on here for as long. 2 people watching now. Hello. Are any used to regulars here? John, are you back? Let hot people, how you doing tomorrow? Great to see you here. This is the 1162nd PMDB video 133rd live one, I think, if I can remember right. Can you hear me all right? How you doing tomorrow? Great to see you back in here. I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't made so many videos for a while, to be honest. Welcome to Cheer Me Up. And I hope to cheer anybody else up who is feeling as miserable as I look. There was a bit of a Halloween theme with the previous live stream, but like I say, internet connection problems, and I ended the stream abruptly due to the internet connection problems. So that video is only 17 minutes long, which is quite short compared to my usual live streams. Do we still have Tamara here? Just it's well, I'm usually depressed. Sometimes I hide it better than others. The last few days, I've been feeling very, very low. How are you doing, anyways? How are you? Been feeling very lonely. I wish I've literally got no friends in real life. Literally got no friends in real life. So I get a bit lonely, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to think when was the last time I had like a friend, proper friend catch up. I feel like it's been a while. But you guys that pop into these live streams, you guys cheer me up. Kelly cheers me up. Adriana cheers me up. Hazel cheers me up. Diva Dave D cheers me up. Let Hot People cheers me up. Green Eyes cheers me up. What's the weather like? Has it calmed down any? The hurricane? I probably shouldn't be on YouTube right now. But Badu was giving me a headache, so I thought I would be miserable in here instead. It's calm and warm. So has it calmed down then? I hope the worst is over. Two people watching, if you do indeed enjoy these videos, hit that thumbs up. Good. I'm glad. Hope it remains that way. Hey, Green Eyes. Just mentioned you. How you doing? Appreciate the continued support for me on here. It's not a nice feeling, is it? Like, I don't think people realize how alone I am. Like, I don't think people realize it. I think I would have treated my friends that I made in life much better than they've treated me. And it doesn't mix well when you're already have mental health issues and you already have a long 17-year plus history with depression. No, it doesn't. It's not. It's a dreadful mix, actually. It's a dangerous mix. This is also true even when you're surrounded by people, you can still feel alone. I come on YouTube because I'm very alone. And to distract myself from negative thoughts. How are you? Yes, let's stick together. That sounds like a good idea. How are you doing, anyway? Hello, Hazel. Negative thoughts in general. Do you really? The love hearts for green eyes and lit hot people from Hazel. Good to see you here, Hazel. Mm. Green eyes says she's a dork. Dorks can be adorable. Awkward. I guess I'm a bit awkward myself, to be honest. Oh no. Well, this is the place to be miserable. Let's be miserable together. I think that's why we are up here on YouTube a lot. I agree. I say the wrong things, or saw the wrong things all the time. Say. Well, you're fine. I like you, Green Eyes. I don't, well, obviously I've never met you in person, but I don't think you're awkward. I think you're fun. And a kind hearted soul, I think. What's worst, Hazel? I was live earlier on, but I had connection problems during that live, so things ended abruptly. Halloween is coming live stream. You can watch it. It was not bad. I was having some good chat out with John, a fellow Trump supporter that came in. All my friends are on here, hon. I only have a few friends in real life. It's a shame we live so far apart. thought I'd wear my fleece in this live stream, see if it brought me any better luck with the internet connection. So far, so good. I was really, really miserable in that live stream the other night that Hazel and Diva Dave, Diva Dave were in. I think people could really tell I was like F it type mood. I was sleeping earlier and missed it. Sorry, I had lost a friend. Is this recent? Look, I know. I know all about that S word. Lost someone too for. Oh God, so it is recent. How old was he or she? I know how much it can really shatter a family suicide. Such a taboo subject too. Seems to be on the rise as well. I don't think social media helps or a lot of things in the 21st century help. Big hugs back to you, Green Eyes. What did you? I poured it all out, didn't I? What's that? Levi's probably, yeah, he'll be sleeping now. I wish I would have sent him a snap today. But I'm sorry to hear that, Lit. It's, I always feel sorry for the people that do it and their family, obviously. Like, it must be at such a severe low before you. So, yeah, I had a similar situation. Um, and ever since that incident, I've really got annoyed if anybody makes like jokes about it. So, hey, you take care, little people. I appreciate you popping in by. Um, welcome here anytime. Be thinking of you. Social media sucks. I hate YouTube. I'd love to just leave it all behind. You know what, Hazel? If I never had videos, if I never had pictures online, I would quite happily um, unplug from social media altogether. I don't think it's helped with my mental health issues. I think it's made it worse. I think it's also not just made people depressed. I think it's made people, especially the young ones, like socially awkward. They have no idea how to interact in public now, in real life now. It's really, really sad what's happened. We've gone to a stage now where people only communicate with social media, never meet each other in person. Chat's disappeared. Yeah, I'm glad Hazel and Green Eyes are here. Nope, I understand, Green Eyes. I'm here for you too, like Hazel says. Oh, I thought you were on the up, Hazel. Well, I'm not going to be nosy and ask what for, but I'll be thinking of you Friday morning. I getting a bit of a headache the other day. I can't believe how, like, I won't say what happened, but it struck me the other day how brainwashed kids and teens are by their school. Like, unbelievable brainwashing going on at school these days. Scary, scary, what kids and teens are brought up to believe these days. Sickening. Like, you see things, you see the world going to shit. I guess I can't help it. That gives me a massive headache, and I feel helpless. I was going to set up a Patreon account, not for me, but to help someone out at the moment. I was going to be a massive hypocrite. No, let's all be miserable together. We can laugh at it later on. But in a weird way, that kind of cheers me up that we're all three of us are miserable together. I was going to set up a Patreon account to help someone out. Um, but not for me. But I'm going to think of another way to help this person out. I don't want to sell my soul just yet. Every bugger else seems to have a Patreon account. Like, why do I not have one? Everybody else does. But I can't do it. I can't do it. Not even for someone else. I can't do it. Let's go to America. Paul needs to return to America once again. That's fun. We can all be miserable together. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You should never, like, wish for it to be like 2019 or can't help it at the moment. I just can't. No, I just want out of this year. I hate it. I didn't like last year either. But sometimes I guess when you go through your worst of times, it can. Hey, Dave. Hazel predicted you might be sleeping. Hey, baby. I feel like sometimes during your worst of times, you produce your best stuff. Diva, sweetheart, babe. Welcome to Misery Club. Is Dave going to join us? Or is he going to. Hey, Dave's there. Now, I was having internet connection problems with the last live stream, so if I abruptly leave, I apologize. I was actually just about to close my eyes, but there's an episode of Kim Possible in a few minutes, and I saw you were live. Hello, ladies. The Davester is in the house. It's a cute nickname, I like it. How's your family doing, Green Eyes? I was going to call this Singles Night, and I remembered I've already made a Singles Night video. So I was then going to call it Singles Night 2018. I thought, I'll just go with Cheer Me Up. I have no idea how I'm going to meet someone. Good. I'm glad. I hope they are. I've honestly no idea how I'm going to meet someone. Hazel now has a smile. Let's see what Dave does is he puts smiles on people's faces, it seems. As Hazel has a smile now. First time all day. My nose. The chat's disappeared again. Is there any reason for your bad feeling, or is it just moods? Mysteries. Mysterious ways. Remember, there's a good and bad to everything. Sometimes we as humans tend to build on problems that could have stayed small. Yes, this is right. I'm glad you did see a smile on my face. I think that was genuine. Dave, that's a great point. I have got a huge I think if anybody examined my brain over the last 17 years would give me less of a hard time, let's just say. My mum was like to me the other day, you've not had a great life, have you? I said, I couldn't lie, I said, no, I haven't. Not in my adulthood. It's always a great one. And but see what's going on, what's happening in the world, and the way people act, and it's like, what is this? And people are so nasty to each other. At least, when I die, um, at least I know I've never harmed anybody, ever, physically or mentally. At least I know I've never harmed anybody. But people are so nasty to each other. It's just unbelievable what goes on in this world. Here and everywhere. Pure evil. And I'm sick of it, to be honest. No wonder I stay in my own bubble sometimes. I'm a very faulty human being, but at least, I've never harmed anyone physically or mentally. Ever. I never will. I hate bullies. I hate, I just, are you sure we hurt people without even, I'm pretty damn sure, Dave. I'm pretty damn sure. I've not hurt anybody physically or mentally, ever. It's not my nature. I was a happy kid too. There's nobody out there can say I've bullied them or made their life a misery. Not one person. In fact, I know I've brought more good to the world than bad. Much, much more good than bad. I've helped others online and offline. I've helped others more than a lot of other people would. It's probably in the triple digit now how many people I've helped online and offline. I don't do it to feel good about myself. I do it because I genuinely care and look out for others. Don't do it for fun. It's not fun trying to fix someone's life. It's hard work. Three people watching. There was four. That's okay, Dave. What we're waiting for Kim Possible to come on, right? We still got Green Eyes here. We still got Hazel here. It is on. I wanted to get in here as you needed some cheering up. Yep, sorry, it was no problem. I appreciate it, Dave. You do cheer us up. You definitely cheer Hazel up, and that's fine. I can be watching people sometimes, and I'm in my own world. I'm watching films or football, or I sometimes drift away. Sometimes there's nothing really that exciting in life, is there? I've got passion for things, but I get bored watching football. I get bored watching films. I get bored watching that. There's nothing really that exciting in life, really, is there? It's all hyped up, and I really can't do much but tell truth and of my own experience and knowledge. I don't expect you to listen to me. Life is hard, but no one said it was supposed to be easy. This is true. I'm always in my own head lately. They've never not tell the truth. I always tell the truth. Why is always lately in brackets? It's not Dave, but sometimes you really get down and you have to bring yourself back up. Diva, tongue out emoji. I'm being rude. I'm looking at my phone. There's nobody messaged me. I'm still looking at it. You sure do agree. I'm only trying to bring another perspective. That's what I need to do. Up. It's not really about video content on here. Um, I thought people can join me in and be miserable together. Two thumbs up. 5 people watching. Cheer me up. It's about friends. Yes, that would definitely cheer me up. Solus Trenchcoat, how you doing? I'm glad to see you back in here. Very welcome here. Dave's better than he was last week. I'm glad to hear that, Dave. I'd hate to think that you were in any sort of pain. Solus. I'm going to stay on here half an hour more tops and I'm done. I get better get pushing then. Oh, Solus is funny. It's hard to be miserable in here when you've got Solus and Dave here. I think my brain is generally fried. Pain has shaped the man I am today. It probably has. Was this? Green Eyes is a cat or dog jumped onto your keyboard or something? I'm standing here now 25 minutes and I'm done. Oh, you were clear. Oh, me. My keyboard can do with a dust. That's fun. Yep, I could write my name on here. Yeah, Godsman. I like how Green Eyes, yes, is multitasking. Apparently cleaning is good for the soul. It makes you feel good cleaning and tidying up, I believe. Dave says you can clean mine. Green eyes, I wonder if her arms stretch to Denmark. How's Mr. Potato Head coming along? Six people watching now. I shouldn't be on here just now. But that was going on for all the wrong reasons. Well, Hazel, I'm not sure if Eric's right for you, if I'm being honest. Hazel, let's head to Scotland and clean Paul's keyboard. Yes. Um, Sola says, hi, Green Eyes. How are you, Solus? I should take a massive. In fact, I should never come back. He was a gentleman in cab sevens. Talking about Solus. In fact, I should never come back because I don't think I should be on here right now. I was snooping on Cab Seven's live streams, a couple of them. Said hello. Yeah, I should come back on here. I've ran this series into the ground. It's not going anywhere. You know deep down this is not going anywhere. This is a disaster. This is a joke of a series. Well, yeah, I do come back. I do genuinely adore it. I would have liked to sit down in my bed, eat some bread together. Let's do this. How's Mr. Potato Head coming along? Okay. So now picturing sitting on the bed with Dave, and he's talking about me eating bread, and he's poking my arm. Is this some sort of kink fetish you've got, Dave? Isn't that cute? I love how random Dave can be sometimes. He makes me. Him and Solus both crack me up. Fan fiction 101. We should make this happen someday, Dave. You come over here, we'll go live and we can create that scene. You can poke me. Chat's disappeared again. And again. I'll wait until the chat reappears. Still in the long-haired dream. Aw, that's cute. Good vibes are definitely good. I have a craving for mac and cheese at the Bonaccord Centre here in Aberdeen. Right now, I want to go there right now. I have money. I think I'm gonna bully my mom into going to the free lumps again tomorrow night. I'll pay. Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I need Hunter's chicken. We need you. He's also saying I'm always in. Oh, you're always in cabs. I'll maybe check them out more often then. So this one, Hazel, you're aware that we are passing a blunt. I still speak with Adriana. Where is she tonight? Haven't seen her in this chat again. Even I know. What's going on here? If I missed something? What's going on here? I may be funny, but you know what? Like, is good with depression. I'm not even. This is not even a joke. It's when you start talking about certain things. It really helps. It really helps. It's any wonder I'm addicted to the love apps because they generally help. That's why I'm always on them. Yeah, I call them the love apps, the dating apps. I'm always on Badoo. I was getting blocked and abused today on Badoo. Someone said I looked like Gollum, a guy, and he was ugly, to be honest. And if I'm being honest, he had to call me Gollum. I wasn't even speaking to him. I was trying to speak to the girl in the video and was getting abused in the chat. Just guys in there picking fights with other people. And there's women that do it too to other women. Just pick fights for no reason. Um, quite often. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Not often enough. I think Golem's a bit. I know who Golem is, but I don't think like it was a rubbish insult because I don't think I look anything like Golem. But come on, I would green eyes, but you know what? My neighborhood is shit. There's not a friggin' trampoline outside those. This is what we don't need. More attraction for teens and to hang out here. Just exactly what we need. I don't feel I've lived here all my life and I don't feel safe here. Let's see what Dave was saying. You know, you can always text me if you need an opinion or just someone to listen, even though we don't chat much anymore. That's very nice of you, Dave. I spend 10 to 30 minutes in our garden most of the days. If I had a garden, I would do the same. Well, technically, I do have a patch of a garden, but it's taken over. And I could play. I've never. I can't be harsh with neighbours, from being honest. They've never been my type of folk. The ones that have lived here, I just I I, I don't. There's just no common bond I've got with anybody here. So if I were, there's not any attraction to go out and sit in my patch of a garden. None. Wear a bulletproof vest and get a goat on the leash. No one will F with you. Might get locked up. Can you imagine that isn't that a sight? There's actually further down the road. There is some nature actually. It's just the areas. So many bombs around here. So, honestly, it's going a lot worse. I've lived here so long. I'm still always on the edge here. I'm never relaxed here. Never, not when I'm outside. I'm always waiting for something to happen. I'm just thinking with the image of me in a bulletproof vest with a goat. That, oh me. In fact, I think if, in fact, I do. I feel more comfortable in Cheers Bar and Club than I do walking about here. And that's rough in there. And that's a place I never want to go back to because one of our staff members was just so disrespectful to me last time. And I said to him, and I haven't been back. I have not been back since. And I said to myself, I can't go back to this place. I've been so disrespected in here. I thought, no, I'm not. It's creeping up to nearly 10 years since I started going there. Let's not make it 10 years. Let's just stop going there altogether. Let's not make it 10 years. I want to be banned from there again. I recommend meditation. Is weed not legal in some places in America now? As soon as I start speaking to the public and share my philosophy, I'm definitely getting myself a vest and a goat on the leash, Dave. You need a goat too. It's legal in Ohio. I don't know why it's illegal in the first place, because isn't drinking just as bad as some drugs out there? You know, it's a lot of double standards. No goat. People will just assume I'm a devil worship. Yeah, this is it. See no evil. call this the happy glasses. You just gotta know how and what. Speak no evil. Yes, see, I've never touched a drug. I've definitely been spiked before in nightclubs. I've had my drink spiked, but I've never, took a drug myself. Or I think I've smoked one. I tried a cigarette once. Um, didn't know what to do with it, and got rid of it. What's oh my god, no way. And then, in fact, maybe it's funny, but this is actually helping me having these sunglasses on. Because the lights do have an eye condition, and the lights do irritate my eyes. Yeah, they did. Bastards. You're a bastard if you spike someone's drink. You're. You're the C word. Big time. I could really, I could kill someone, I think. There's not been times where it's killed someone. Paul looks like you want to hunt me down and hunt me badly with those glasses on and the hair up. Yes, I am on a mission, Dave. I'm a strong, independent man, and I'm coming to Denmark and I'm going to hunt you down. You better believe it. There's a goat phobia out there, see? That is why you keep it. Ah, yes, this is true. If you don't want spiked, always um, watch out for. Um, you know what's actually? I would be surprised if some bar staff have did it in some places. I would not be surprised. I'm gonna get locked up in a minute. I'm inside with a fleece on, wearing sunglasses. I'm gonna end up in a padded cell. Let's see. Huge problem with soulless. We should gather a meeting to discuss a plan to make things better for all goats of the world. Yes, goats' lives matter. I demand freedom. Of course, they need a owner for freedom and ownership. You feel more relaxed, Dave, when I've got my sunglasses on top of my head, as opposed to this look. You seemed a bit like shit's going down, look. We're getting nervous. They look like a serial killer now. Bro, you do whatever you want. Lame. I agree, Dave. First priority, get rid of all the Care Bears and replace them with goats. Goats are nice. don't eat people, unlike bears who are a-holes that eat people. I guess you do in a way, yes, yes. Oh me, oh me. I'm glad we have a laughing joke. What was that I said again to Adriana in one of the live streams? And we're like, definitely serial killer vibes or something. What did I say to her again? Who's dressing up for Halloween this year? Oh my goodness. Maybe people are going to dress up as me for Halloween this year. Oh, we have a laugh. We take a mick. At least we have a laugh in here. Thank you for cheering me up, I guess. Oh me. Marina is dressing up for a wedding. A month in Scotland today, the 20th of October. Um, whose wedding is it? May I ask? Who is it? A family wedding? I had a bizarre dream last night. I don't know what its meaning was. Do you ever get moments where your niece is getting married? How old is she? Do you ever get moments where you feel like you've been here before, but like with a different family? Like I've had images of that I've been here before, and I had a different, it was a different family. Just a youngster then. Dave's leaving us. I shouldn't be up either, Dave, but sometime we're gonna have to eat bread on my bed, and you've got to poke me sometime. It's got to be done now. Thank you for 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 keeping me amused, like Solus is doing. 31 gives me hope. Then I I I think most of the women here in Aberdeen just hate me. I don't think I'll ever meet anybody here ever. I've been out, tried online. It's it's the same problem I had with meeting a guy here. Just no one wants to go into a relationship with Paul Michael David Bain here. Nobody. And what can I do about it? Absolutely nothing. Yes, even when I was a young kid, I would get flashbacks of a family I've never met before, never seen before anywhere else. And I feel like I was having flashbacks to I think I died young in my previous life, like I was a kid or something. It's weird. I think I haven't thought or dreamt about it in a long time, but I dreamed about my old family yesterday. It's so real. Strange dreams are strange. I've had that even as a young kid. I've always had like these flashbacks. I've never been able to explain them. Like I'm talking about when I was like 5. I used to have these images pop into my head, and I don't know where I got them from. I've, I've, I think I was died like as a kid in a previous life. And, yeah, it's weird. Life is strange. Like we've had this discussion before, where your rule one of dating, no one wants to see a pic. Well, hey, I'm bi, and trust me, whenever someone sent me a pic of their, you know what, an instant block they got on Grinder, and I think it's the same with a lot of women. They do not want to see that. They're so ugly things anyway. I think anyway. They're not the most attractive body parts. That's good advice, Solus. But we've had this discussions before, and there's people who are religious and not religious, and everybody's wondering what happens after this. What phase of life is this? Have we been here? But blah 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 blah. I guess we'll never find out until we're all dead. Cheery thought, I know, but have we been here before? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Quite right. Quite right. To me, they're quite ugly things. I know I'm slagging myself off when I say that. And seen one, seen them all. I don't think I was ever that gay, to be honest, looking back. What do you believe, Green Eyes? Dare I ask? But it's like, you know what song, like when I was on Grinder and I was more interested in guys, you know what song entered my head whenever they sent like that type of picture? You know what song entered my head? Shania Twain, That Don't Impress Me Much. And it's true that for me, I know a lot of people love the D, not me. I think they're ugly things. Always have. Put that away, I say. But anytime someone send me a picture like that, I'm thinking, is this guy for real? And the song that entered my head was Shania Twain, That Don't Impress Me Much. And it did. It, honest to God, didn't impress me much at all. I've never that, done nothing for me. Done nothing for me. I've got to be honest. See, I much prefer them to, the other body part we were discussing. I like them. I do like them. See, there's only a certain type of guys that really I found attractive, um, and it wasn't because of how big they were. Trust me, I was probably um, the least gay person sexually wise when I did identify as gay. Looking back, I probably was. I think I was to confused.com. I think I went through the stage, the phase. Looking back, I'm not saying it's definitely not a phase for everybody. There's people out there who just do not find women attractive at all, and that's just that. That's good. That's how they're made. I want to be. We've got a story here named Jose. I was waiting for it. I knew goats would be part of this story at some point. I love. Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he? Green Eyes. I love. I can. I sometimes can't read out everything he says. I don't know if Hazel's still here. I sometimes get nervous of what he says, but Furley, why can I not pronounce words today? He really entertains us on here. And he's got some imagination. Green Eyes says we raise goats. See, maybe Green Eyes has improved the life or has improved the life of goats. So let's look at this. Remember, me and Dave were going to get married, and you're going to have a security team of goats there. You know what? I'm going to hang out with you guys another half an hour or so, if you want me to, of course. I'll grab myself a cup of tea. You've cheered me up. Thank you. Be right back. Must have been talking about that body part, of course, of course. Right. Oh. I'm back. I'm back. Ooh, thanks for cheering me up earlier. Ooh, is Hazel still here? Hazel. I don't think she's here. Thank you very much for your welcome back. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again because a vision, softly speaking, took its seed while I was sleeping. What? Oh, the Wi-Fi. Have you ever looked at the wrestling again lately, Solus? Isn't it shit? Isn't it still shit? It's a song. Apparently they've lost 1 million viewers since WrestleMania 34. Um, How they've got these TV deals out. See, if I were a network and I seen how shit Raw and SmackDown were, and I seen how low the ratings were, I'd get rid of both. I, you know what? I would. I think that WWE needs to fold. It really for. I think wrestling needs a rebirth. It's a friggin'. I'm almost swearing it's that bad. And you know me, I've got my Stone Cold Steve Austin up there. Love that man. But you know what I mean? It's appalling. It's only the marks, like proper WWE marks, enjoy that product. It's garbage. It's compared to other shows, it's the absolute worst show on television. And this is coming from a wrestling fan. It's the worst. I struggle to find someone that says something good, and they've got all these deals, TV deals, and sell their soul for money too. You know, they love to exploit charity as well. It's another thing they love to do. I hate. I've grown to hate that company. I really have. See, ranting sometimes in a way cheers me up too. And I would have been if wrestling was watchable. I'd quite happily watch it and review it on YouTube. But it's unbearable right now. Ah, God. Seeing someone like it used to be 20 years ago, it was Raw is War. Now it is Raw is Bore. And it's so true. What is the change in the last 20 years from what it used to be like to now is unbelievable, the change. But I'm happy you've cheered me up. You have cheered me up. Be back on my shades. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. I sometimes have to. I do look ridiculous with them on, but I get a headache sometimes. I'm happy that you're feeling, but thank you. I am. You have honestly cheered me up. Goats cheer me up, clearly. Green eyes cheer me up. Goats with green eyes cheer me up. The Men in Black. How many films have they? I think there's 3 Men in Black films, is there not? Or is there a third one on the way? I've never seen the first one all the way through Men in Black. But what I had seen was fairly entertaining. I thought Men in Black 2 was the shits. The only thing still going for wrestling is the divas are still, yeah, they are. They are. That I agree. Alexa Bliss, whew, yes, sir. Ronda Rousey, I've got a soft spot for her. She'd kick my ass too. Sort of turns me on. Anyway, did I say something about my mouth there? No. See, I can say these things now. I'm single again. I can say these fantasies even more so now. Maybe because my husband was watching it last night on Men in Black. A good soundtrack to that film's. Will Smith has a good song. No, the divas, the women are hot. I agree. I don't think the Bella twins are hot, though. I think they've got no talent and aren't. I don't. I honestly don't find the Bella twins attractive. The rest of them are very attractive women. Very attractive women. Apart from the Bellas, I've got to be honest. Bellas honestly do nothing for me. The third one does time travel. The Men in Black film. But Ronda Rousey, yep, she could tap me out any day. And Alexa Bliss, yeah, she gives me Harley Quinn vibes, of course. Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad, very, very attractive young lady. Yeah, it would certainly be interesting. Maybe after, I don't know what's next. Maybe if there is something else after this Green Eyes, maybe we'll be able to time travel. Who knows? But it would be nice. I think it'd be weird at the same time. But it would it would definitely be know what I'd like to time travel to a place where political correctness is extinct. I want to live in that world. I want to time travel to there where political correctness is extinct because it's friggin' all it's ruining every single thing in society. Everything. We used to laugh about it before. Now it's ruining everything. It's a fake phrase made up. Yes, green eyes, but you can't do anything without changing the future. Yeah, I kind of. It would be a complicated thing, I think. Green eyes. I mean, if you change this and that, like the negatives of your life, then you learn from these negatives, don't you? It's, mm, I'd like to maybe time travel, but whatever I did going back or forward, it wouldn't affect anything, you know. So you're a Doctor Who fan, um, Solus. Yes, this is it. Yep. I want to time travel back to 1991 and tell my friend Ross I am not watching that WWF garbage. It sounds like shit. And never watch wrestling. That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's when I started watching this garbage. I have not went through the John Cena era, the Roman Reigns torture. I've went through. Travel back to 1991 and say no to the Survivor Series. No, not watching that garbage. Sounds like shit. Fake fights? You kidding me? Who would want to watch that? My daughter would have been one. A great film came out in 1999. Now I would travel back to 1991 so I could see Terminator 2 Judgment Day in the cinema. Now that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Soulless was even alive in 1991. Oh me. I mean, they had the whole steroid scandal going on with the WWF 991, but the television program was still like 100 times better than it is today. At least with the steroid scandal going on, they were still producing the goods on TV. Why are steroids such a scandal anyway? Who gives a shit? It's fake wrestling. I mean, it's not real. I can understand it being a scandal in real sports. It's not fair and blah 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 blah. But seriously, who gives a shit if wrestlers do it? It's the writers that you know. Yeah, I understand they're really bad for folk, but like, why do the news outlets make it such a big deal with wrestling? Because wrestling's fake as well. So who cares? I can understand real sports, yeah. But I would travel back to ancient Greece and run around naked. Oh my God. Run around naked, yelling, "The Romans are coming, the Romans are coming." My goodness. What am I reading? Yeah, you weren't here until 1998, the year of. I'm guessing you're saying that because that's when you were here, Solus, 1998. Is that what you're saying, Solus? You weren't here until 1998? Can't believe it's been 20 years since Halloween H2O. 20 years later again. What's basically Halloween 40 years later. Halloween 4 H40. So that's what this one should have been called, Halloween H40. Missed the boat. Jamie Lee Curtis once again. Apparently, her acting's pretty good in this film. It's another film that came out in 1991. I'd have liked to see in the cinema just to see the reactions, and that was The Silence of the Lambs with Anthony Hopkins. I think that would have been quite the film to see in the cinema, just to see people's reactions. That was ahead of its time, that film. It was like really ahead of its time. So was Terminator 2. Very ahead of its time. I've never seen anything like that before. 1998, the Austin era began. It was a good year for wrestling. A fantastic year for probably the best year for wrestling. That's when all the kids started getting into wrestling again. I was always into wrestling, mind you, but I could. Green Eyes was born many moons ago. I won't ask how many. It's rude. It would be rude of me. Yeah, you had the infamous Hell in a Cell match, Highway to Hell SummerSlam build-up, deadly game at the Survivor Series. It was a fantastic year for wrestling. That's when all the kids at school started talking. That's when it became cool again. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin as the guy, and The Rock was rising up too. It was a good time to be a wrestling fan. There's two times I remember wrestling being really cool and accepted, and that was the early 90s and late 90s, early 2000s. That was the two times that people, kids, my own age, would speak about it all the time. And those two times. And yes, they shouldn't. You think there should be brother and sister? They have retconned it quite a bit. Eh? I didn't. they could have still continued the brother sister storyline. I wouldn't have had an issue with that. But you know what? I don't think the original Halloween 2 is as good as people say. It has its moments. Um, I think it's actually a hard film to sit through. It's so depressing. Halloween 2, I think. Some bits so dark, and I know it's Halloween, but it's like, come on. Um, yeah. See, I think Halloween 4 is better than Halloween 2. That's just me. It's still my favorite sequel. I mean, Halloween 2, of course. Well, I may say it's the best sequel. I don't think it is. It's still a hell of a lot better than Rob Zombie's Garbage or Resurrection. So, Solus, you'll be old enough to. No problem, Green Eyes. There's never need to be sorry. You take care. I'm not going to stay on too long myself, but you take care, Green Eyes, and I'll chat to you. If my videos are very spontaneous at the moment. I don't know when I'll be back on. Neither do I. But you take care. Yeah, I mean, WWF at that time, Solus, you had Austin. Yeah, love you too. You had The Rock too. They were very lucky to have them two on weekly television. They haven't had stars like them two since then. And we had two at the same. They had two major stars, major wrestling stars at the same time. Two household names. You were when you were watching in that era, you were either a Rock or you were a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. You weren't. It was quite a rivalry indeed between the fans too. I was always with this beautiful bald man behind me. I used to generally get pissed off if the Rock got the better of him. I used to get I was so raging. Should have seen the delight on my face when he won at WrestleMania 17 and he's come back WrestleMania. I was so happy. Couldn't give a shit that he sold the soul to Vince McMahon. When I was a Steve Austin mark back then, watching WrestleMania 17, the greatest pay per view of all time, in my opinion, I was so happy that he walked out champion. Like, celebrated. I like the chaos number too, especially when the car randomly explodes. Yes, and Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis was never arrested for that, never charged with that. But poor Ben Tramer is the kid's name. And the car blows up. I mean, that was so random. I do like the theme, the music, the scores. Halloween has been scored really well over the years, and that's another good score. I think John Carpenter scored Halloween 2, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Alan Howarth, who took over with 4, he's pretty good as well. Um, there's like the scene with I think they go a bit too far in Halloween 2. There's a scene with kind of like the build up. It's kind of creepy build up. But that sauna scene, I think that's maybe too much. I think the build up's creepy. He is the man himself. I was watching old Austin moments when he stuns Vince McMahon for the first time, thinking, how did it get from him to Roman Reigns? How did it get from him to The Rock to Roman Reigns? Like, what can I say? What can I say? Appreciate you keeping me sticking along, Solus. Enjoy our chats about Halloween and when wrestling was watchable. But you hit the nail on the head. The women are the only good thing about WWE today. Apart from the Bella Twins, because I think they're hopeless, absolutely hopeless, and we all know why. They have jobs. Unless maybe Solus is a fan of the Bella Twins. I don't get them. I don't think they've got any talent, and I don't think they're that attractive. If you compare them to the other divas, women, they're really not a whole lot. Yep, Loomis is too badass to go to jail, even though he runs around like a madman and creates panic. I love Loomis. Donald Pleasance is Loomis before Rob Zombie really ruined him in his second film. Anyways, um, he's basically the reason I've always had a soft spot for the Halloween franchise. Is Donald Pleasance? I think he's excellent. He elevates that franchise so much. That's all you see in the comments, in the trailers, sometimes, and teasers, and any Halloween related video. It's always, I wish Donald Pleasance was still here. He was a legend. He did so much for those films. I think he loved playing Dr. Loomis. I really do. Wait for chat to reappear. Solus has disappeared again. I'm gonna have to go soon, Solus. I'm afraid I'm gonna wait for the chat to reappear. I think he typed something, but I can't see it at the moment. I apologize for the delay. I soundproof walls so badly. Let's see. Bella Twins suck. What happened to the days of Kelly Kelly, Michelle McCool, Mickey James, Leah Nell? Those are my girls. We agree. We're agreeing far too much. Yeah, I hated what Zombie did to Lumi. Yeah, it was just it wasn't. Oh me, what can I say about it? Dr. Loomis? Now, in the first Zombie film, he done him all right. The second one, he was doing stuff that Loomis would never do. Never do. Anyways, I've got to abruptly go, Solus. I apologize. I'm loving next time. Let's chat some Halloween, some more in the build up towards the new film. You'll be old enough to see it when it comes out this time around. But you take care, Solus, and I appreciate all the goat stories. And welcome here anytime. And wherever else you do the rest of your night, have a good one, mate. God bless all.